Hi, this is Dan Stolebarger, and it's time for this week's Middle East update. It's the week of March 10th, and I'm on Harbor Island in San Diego waiting for my wife's plane to land. So keep us in prayer. We'll be down here in San Diego for a while, taking care of my mom's estate and watching over our son Trevor. So appreciate your prayers. But let's jump right in. Remember that you need to go to our website at holygroundexplorations.com to access the PDF PowerPoint that accompanies this promo that I'm giving you. I don't go into all the details of the articles here. I'm expecting you to go to that site and make sure that you see the sources as well as the photos, etc., etc. Again, I'm outside, so there may be some noise. This week's headlines: Netanyahu is meeting with Putin and he's making it clear regarding Hezbollah in Syria. Did you know that 80% of the security threats against Israel emanate from Iran? And we continue with the rise of anti-Semitism. We continue with the bomb threats to the JCCs. All 100 senators have implored Trump to do something about these threats. There's some movement, it seems, with the embassy. There is a task force that's in Jerusalem at this time. You can read about that. Another question in regards to the embassy that needs to be looked at, controversial, is the U.S. State Department over the years regarding the non-movement in regards to the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, is there an element of anti-Semitism there? And then you have to see this Facebook article that's put up by our friends at Palestinian Media Watch. Once again, if you have any hopes of any peace in the Middle East, especially between Israel and the Palestinians, the one thing that has to happen is that this site needs to be shut down. The brainwashing of children, or just these images here, at least for me, make it really clear that we are not close to any kind of peace. And then, as I mentioned, the Syrian border, what's going on with Hezbollah, the threats of Hezbollah. There's a very important article for you to see there. Did you know that, we've been to Israel over 30 times, and each time we get to the Galilee, we look at, see what level it's at. And the reports out now is that the Sea of Galilee is at the lowest level that it's been at for the last, I think it says 20 some years. So take a look at these pictures. It's astounding. Thank the Lord for the desalinization plants that are on the Med that's taking care of the majority of Israel's water supply. But February was where they would expect a lot of rain. Just the opposite took place. There's some concern in Israel about political fallout in regards to Moshe Yalan, a friend of ours. We've had him speak to our group before. He's the former defense minister, has basically said that I'm afraid of the fact that Israel is being identified nowadays with the Republican parties, and the anti-Trump sentiments are becoming anti-Israel sentiments, and this is my fear, something to be aware of. And then there's an article here, I just call this food for thought. You hear about the two-state solution. Carolyn Glick, she writes about the one-state solution. Yehuda Glick is writing about a 30-state solution. So take a look at that. And again, more articles on the growing rise of anti-Semitism in the United States. Unbelievable. If you've been to Israel, and we've left the Galilee and we've gone down the Jordan Valley on our way towards Jerusalem, we always talk about the Island of Peace and what took place there. And the guy, the Jordanian that opened fire on these schoolgirls is it looks as if he's being released as soon as Monday. Once again, when he was interviewed, if he had any regrets regarding everything that took place, his answer was, yeah, I just regret that my machine gun jammed. I wish I could have killed more of them. And yet, he's about to be released. I want you to make sure you read the quote of the week, because in my opinion, this is the status of the Middle East, the inability for there to ever be a solution of peace. So take a look at that. And once again, we're coming up to the weekend of Purim. I'll be speaking at Horizon South Bay. Really looking forward to that. If you're in San Diego, make sure you check it out. It's at 9:30, and you can go to their website, again, Horizon South Bay. And it is a joyous affair, Purim. Interesting that what's taken place historically, as what took place historically when we look back at Purim, is the same thing that's happening today. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Shushan was in modern day Iran. So let me wish you a happy Purim, because God does deliver, and let me encourage you to continue to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. God bless you, and shalom.